Hey guys, this is Mark from Oregon Bushcraft.
And Casey from Coyote Works.
We're going to take a minute today to show you Primal Archer's, he calls this an accessory bag?
His expansion pack.
His expansion pack. And we're just going to take a minute to kind of go over the content, just kind of share with you guys the kinds of things that he carries with him out in the trail.
And keep in mind that this is really the idea behind this expansion pack, is this is the gear that he needs to really survive theoretically any kind of an environment, weather conditions, whatever out there.
So this is more, these are just his survival items.
His essentials, if
the
you
necessities?
will. Yeah.
Sure. Woodcraft Bushcraft?
Woodcraft Bushcraft
right.
essentials.
So the bag is green, and it's got these things on it. And then some buckles.
Those are called Pal's webbing.
Oh, Pal's webbing?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So let's open these zippy thingies. The first thing we have is some Lowry's seasoning salt. As you know, this is good for wound closures. You know, if you've got a gaping wound, it's good for that. Also, hemorrhoids. A little of this on the tuchus will really quiet those flare-ups down. So it's a good choice.
It is. It's also a really high-calorie food. High calorie, high salt, so good energy food.
Definitely. Next we have some Coffee Mate creamer.
This is one of the classic survival essentials.
It is. It's good for a fire starter, and also when you're done, you can pee in it, and then when you drink your pee, it has kind of a French vanilla flavor which is excellent. Communication is important. So pink, which is obviously if you lose this, you can see it, you know. You can also, it's so bright, you can, you know, airplanes flying overhead would be able to see this. It's a little effeminate, but I mean, it's for survival. Yeah,
well, the highest priority is survival, so you put other needs below that.
Absolutely.
So obviously the effeminate would be a lower concern.
Now, I'm not familiar with this. You might want to let people know what that is.
So this is a Mirror Pond Pale Ale, and this is a beverage of choice for survivalists east of the Cascades. Again, this is a high-calorie
So that's something
beverage.
For where you guys are out in the desert?
It is, for the desert country. Consuming alcohol is always a good idea when you're in a dry, hot environment.
It really quenches your thirst.
It does. It's one of the best ways to hydrate.
Yeah, let's see what else is in here. Cigarettes?
Yeah.
What do you guys use those for over on the east side?
So a lot of people don't realize this, but a lot of animals in the natural environment are really attracted to the tobacco.
Oh, okay.
So cigarettes are a good thing to have in your pack. You can take the tobacco out of the cigarettes and use those to bait snares and traps.
And you can smoke them.
And you can smoke them, which brings you pleasure. And
now, is there something about being in high elevations that the smoke like helps with your lungs acclimate to the sort of thinner air up there?
Well, and I think it's been proven over time that smoking helps increase your lung capacity just in general. And we know how Primal Archer is, you know, his paleo diet, his health, his cardiovascular condition is really important to him.
I'm really just going to start drinking beer and smoking cigarettes now because he looks great.
He does.
He's a fine specimen of a man.
Shape,
so let's see, what else do we have? Sourdough bread. I mean, bread is an important part of everyone's diet, and I mean, really, like, you know, this is what is going to keep you warm at night and really keep your belly full. You know?
And I think it's one of the foundations of the paleo diet too.
Right.
Processed flours and bread.
Sure, because you want to eat like, you know, they did a couple thousand years ago. And that was a lot of bread, a lot of stews.
Yep.
You know, it goes great with beer, I'm assuming. Like, they're both made from kind of the same grains.
It seems like a natural mate. Also, I think it's important to recognize that the choice of bread is sourdough. So, and why that's important is you can take a piece of this bread, moisten it, put it inside a Ziploc bag, and then it becomes your starter to make more loaves of bread.
Wow. Well, guys, this is Mark from Oregon Bushcraft.
And Casey from Coyote Works.
We just wanted to take a minute to show what was inside Primal Archer's survival bag, and we hope it gives you some ideas for your adventures.
We'll catch you on the next one. Coyote Works out.